Hello, hello, my beautiful collectives. So today we are going to be doing Healing with Luna podcast. Welcome. So I wanted to tap into controlling your emotions no matter what situation is around you. And I also wanted to talk to you about, and I'm sorry, there's a lot of back noise because where I live, I live like sort of connected away from the house, but the walls are thin and you can still hear. So I apologize if you hear people talking in the background, but I'm going to still try to do this video. So controlling emotions. And also like you don't see red flags too. That's what I wanted to talk about. And also a little bit of when you feel like things are just not heading in your direction, like you're hitting rock bottom. And how to control this when things are just not going the way you want. So, emotional regulation really helps you when hold on. Okay, I think it's kind of calmed down. So, controlling your emotions no matter what happens to you or something is triggering you. I really wanted to talk about this because I have been noticing that when you don't control your emotions, especially when someone says something to you or something happens and you don't control your emotions, you can spiral down, especially when things are not going the way as planned. This could be in a relationship, this could be with family, this can be with work. So, what I have noticed when you remain calm, and it's better to stay silent when somebody is saying something to you or something is happening, to not say anything and to reflect maybe a day or two before you say something back. Because you know, when people are saying something, sometimes it's hard for people to retract what they say, and you really don't know what's happening in their life, or you can possibly know what's happening in their life, and it doesn't justify for someone to take out their energy out on another person when they are not having things going in their way in their life. That's very understandable. But when you do not react and you stay calm, you're allowing them to show you exactly what is happening, why this person is feeling the way they are feeling. You really need to look at what is truly happening. Are they really telling you something about you? Or is it a projection of themselves? Is it a projection of them? You need to, you can say, you know what? Can we talk about this later? You have the right to say, I don't want to talk about this right now, but just say it in a matter, right now, I can't talk with you right now. Even if you sense like this isn't going to go well and you need to think about it before you guys have this conversation. You can do this in work, you can do this with family, you can do this with your relationship with your significant other. If you're having this intuition feeling, it's not going to go well. And you know you need to deal with the situation, or you're not in the state of mind to handle what they're going to say to you. You can always take the person and say, okay, I can talk to you on this day, this time, when you're able to regulate your emotions and you're not just getting, how do I say, sideswiped? I don't know how they say that word. Put it in the comments. When somebody just grabs you at a moment, they're not doing fine, they're not doing well, something is bothering them, and then they talk to you with a lot of, they can be angry, they can be resentful, or negative energy. You really need to take the person out of the equation and really look at what's really going on with them. And I'm not saying to put them on a pedestal or really just put their feelings first, but really watch your emotions of what is going on. And don't self-abandon yourself. You have the right to protect your energy. If you at that moment don't want to speak, it doesn't matter where it is. You can schedule it for another time, another date. It's not your job to soothe someone else's energy or emotions. Your job is to soothe yourself and love yourself. And especially if somebody is coming at you with not a high vibration and they're in a very low vibration, and it's going to set you off, because what it's called is like an energetic dump. They will energetically dump their energy on you, especially if you are an energy that's kind, loving, will listen to them, will feel their emotions. Yes, that can happen. Look at how you react. And I know, for example, this happened to me a couple of days ago. Somebody had said something to me and it really triggered me. And I tried to stop myself from talking and really listening to what they were saying. But there was a part of me that still, I after a day or two, I said, oh, maybe I'm still feeling wounded about something that I need to work on. And yes, I did talk to other people, and some people uplifted me. Some people were triggering me again about the situation. And some people were like, okay, after like the second or third day, I started getting a realization of what was truly going on. I learned from the situation, and I seen my triggers, and I said, okay, maybe there's a part of me that needs to work on something when you have these difficult conversations with people. And this can also help you when you are manifesting something, especially when you want something to go your way and you're having other people like step in the way from it, like trying to block your abundance. If you're in a worry energy, it's not going to come in because you're also putting your emotions in it. But if you're like, okay, say for example, something that was said with this person and you want it to turn around, it's a job, you're not getting the promotion, or say something's happening with a family and they're wanting you to do something, or they're expecting you to do something and you cannot do it. Or say, for example, you're looking for a job and it's not just coming out the way you want. And you keep getting rejection after rejection at rejection. And you feel like you're at the lowest of the lowest of the lowest. And that people are coming at you when you're at your lowest. You really need to look at the reality, the bigger picture. And say, okay, maybe right now I can't fix it. But what can I fix to move this forward? So you need to remove those negative emotions that you're having so you can understand your emotions and what's truly going on. And the emotions that you're feeling are not facts. They are not your reality. You can change this. So what I want to show you is a couple of steps that you can do. And I actually use when things are happening. So what had happened with my situation, somebody said something to me that really triggered me. And I said, okay, at that moment, I was very emotional. After a day or two, I started thinking about it. And I said, maybe this is time for change for me. Maybe this is something that I really needed to do now. And I've been asking and praying on it for guidance. And Spirit said, okay, now it's time. And sometimes when you ask for something, it will happen. And I've noticed it, even if it's something that you don't want. Say, for example, it's a job you're not happy with, they're not paying you, then all of a sudden you get laid off. It's a place that you're not uncomfortable with anymore, or the relationship you're having while you're staying there, they ask you to leave. Or it's a relationship and you guys are not seeing eye to eye and you break up. So you need to say, okay, did I want this? And I was afraid to do this. And Spirit knows that you didn't want this anymore. So Spirit says, okay, let me remove this from you. Because sometimes you need to remove something to bring in better. And then I started talking to acquaintances, well, people that I know. And Spirit will have other people talk to you from Spirit. And I started getting downloads like, Luna, you know, this is the best thing that ever happened to you, because right now you can't see it because you're angry and you're upset of that conversation that you had with someone. And right now you're going to be getting the knowledge and the downloads. And I said, yes, you're right. And me, myself, even though I'm a spiritual person, I can get a little bit foggy with my intuition at times, especially when it comes to my own personal situations. So I had to sit there and listen to my intuition and say, okay, this is a learning experience. This is something that's going to push me to get back my independence. Because if you really don't know me and you just came across this video, I had a journey of cancer. And yes, before I was very independent, very successful, then everything started crashing down on me. And yes, I had to live with family. And I felt very upset about having to live with family. Then I came into acceptance and I want my independence back. And now this is what I'm doing. I'm moving forward towards my independence. The steps that I did was write down what was happening. I started making a checklist on what can I control to move this. I started doing each step that I needed to do to bring my reality into what I want. And also changing my mindset that I can do this. I've gone through other things, such as cancer, not understanding or afraid or fearful of not being able to be alive, where I had to change my mindset with that too and say, no, I am going to survive and stay alive. I always use that journey as an example because that was something I really had to trust in the divine to give it to me. And I know and I believe that what's going on right now with me is going to get better and it's going to be given to me. But I had to regulate my emotions. I had to do I'm doing mirror work, which you talk to yourself in the mirror to reassure yourself that you are capable of doing this. Affirmations, meditations will help regulate you, and breathing techniques will take away all of that stress. And silence will help you hear what Spirit wants to tell you. So the next time you go into a conflict or a situation that you feel you can't do, really regulate yourself and think before you react. I hope this helped. Bye-bye.